Steve's a piece of crap. And before we start this video, I just want to say thank you so much for 25,000 subscribers. If you're new here to the channel, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. It'll help me a lot, because I got a story to tell. I was manufactured in the late 50s. I don't know, it's been a long time. And resided in a little known town called San Francisco. Yes, I know the city's reputation. Now, before we assume things, stop it. My daddy's name was Andy. Okay, this is ridiculous. Who wrote this script? The 90s was weird, I'm telling you. I had like these songs follow me. I'm not joking. Like every time, like no matter what I did, I would hear rah, 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 and I didn't know what that was, and it was kind of upsetting. Imagine you're on the toilet and you hear, "You're on the toilet now." I don't want to hear that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to have it ever again. I just don't want to deal with that little piano man who I know is following me around playing songs. If I keep it up, crap, it's starting to crap. I'm just gonna get on with the story. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. Please don't sing about my life anymore. It's creepy. I lived with a bunch of other smelly toys who weren't nearly as sexy as I am. I mean, look at my height. These boots, my apparel, so sterile, so clean, so lean. I was a leader because, duh, and I frequently gave speeches to all the toys who wished to be as suave as I am. Now, my life was going fine, but see that fat guy with the bowl on his head? Well, he kind of ruined my life. We've since made up, but he really was a show-off. He wasn't even a sheriff. And by the way, I'm the victim here. Some bitch-ass shark mocked me, and I ain't forgiving him. He's shark food now. I don't mean food for sharks, but I mean food made out of sharks. Anyway, Buzz tried to take my daddy away from me, and I'm pretty sure he was hallucinating, thinking he was actually Spaceman. I ain't seen no Buzz Lightyear or NASA records, idiot. And I didn't try to kill him. I only tried to kill him a little bit, not the full death. You know when you die and you come back? Well, that's the kind of death I meant. Not full on, look, he's going to hell death. Anyway, because of the fatty in the spacesuit, I got stuck at some psychopath's house. By the way, the answer to y'all's question, it smelled like dirty socks in there. And I'm pretty sure he peed in a bucket when he thought no one was looking. So yes, I do have PTSD, post-Toy Story disorder. Happens to everyone that ends up at Sid's house. So to make a long Toy Story short, we escaped Sid's house because of my brilliant plan. But it doesn't end there. With Bo Peep thoughting to be my girlfriend, something far worse happened years down the line. Me and Andy have always been estranged, but things between us just got worse. Woody is dummy thick. Who wrote this? I used to worship Andy. This was before I started worshiping myself. Oh my goodness. Andy literally means and, because Y is E in Spanish. I don't know, add it to Pixar theory. This is interesting. Anyway, Andy eventually ended up moving out, and he must have had Alzheimer's at this time, since he didn't notice his sexiest toy was missing. Well, he didn't move to Florida, so that's nice. The other toys, the useless freaks, kicked me off with a truck. I get my revenge, though. Keep watching. So Buzz, who ended up being Senpai, saved my life, and in the bias for cowboy sheriffs for all to see. So I kind of stand Andy for a while, idealizing him when he really was a piece of crap. We all have our flaws. By the way, did I tell you that Bo Peep kissed me? Disgusting. So, in the new house, I'm immediately awoken from my sleep by Buzz being too loud, because he's a piece of crap. I lost my hat, just like how someone lost my hat on this channel. Now, I had my fair share of problems with women, but Andy's mom is a piece of crap. You know what she said to Andy just because I got too ripped from CrossFit? I'm sorry, honey. The toys don't last forever. Look, lady, I ain't your husband. No need to bring my stamina into this. I was soon discriminated against just because I was a bit more buff than the other toys. I was even scared about my citizenship of Andy's stinky room when the yard sale happened. Despite its name, they don't actually sell yards, but no, get out, get out. We don't want you here. Another copyright strike, get. As I was saying, I went to save a penguin. No, not Club Penguin, that website is dead. But because I nobly sacrificed myself, some idiot picked me up and asked if her mom could buy me. First of all, this is objectification. The only thing for sale is my merch, and I don't even have any on this channel yet. But I do have a coffee. No, not coffee, you idiot! Oh my goodness. What? Ah! As I learned the hard lesson of never help anyone ever, Bo Peep said, "Why would someone steal Woody?" Which was more offensive than actually being stolen. I mean, why wouldn't someone steal me? Have you seen my figure? So a fat guy tried to prostitute me, but it didn't work out because I'm an alpha. I thought that was bad. But then the ugliest thing came up out of nowhere. Everyone, meet Jesse. Ugly on the outside and incompetent on the inside. At least I got a horse out of it. Similarly to the fat guy, some guy with a disgusting name, Pete, clearly was obsessed with me, despite the fact I didn't even leave the house. Well, not Andy's house. I couldn't. Except that one time I went to 7-Eleven to buy food. What? I had the munchies. Anyway, I got something to ask you. If someone had a bunch of memorabilia of you of a bunch of crap, would you be creeped out or interested? Inside, I was creeped out, but I smiled on the outside. Anyway, Buzz once again showed me he had feelings for me. What? Goes out to find me after the cheating thought Pete kissed him. Whoa, Pete. Thought he wouldn't tell me what you did? Disgusting! So me, Prospector Pete, and Jesse, we reacted to a bunch of fan videos of me. Wait, that sounds familiar. Later on, he tells me to go to Japan. I told him I couldn't. I don't even like anime. He was a weeb, and never criticize a weeb. He started defending his love for Sword Art Online, and it all went downhill from there. But then the fat guy came in the room, and just like a certain rival of mine, my arm fell off. So yes, angry man, I do know how it feels. I can't believe I misjudged you. Wait, no, get out of here, you loser. Fine, screw you. I didn't want to be in your stupid video anyway. So shortly after I made the weeaboos mad, similarly to this video, some old makeup artist made me pretty. Not gonna lie, I did look gorgeous. So Jessie, as disgusting as she is, I noticed she was sad, so I went to apologize. I'm not a simp, I just have a heart. So I told her about Andy, my favorite person, and she warned me, I admit, that he would betray me like the backstabber that he is. But did I listen? No. Similarly, Prospector Pete warned me Andy would leave me. He asked me if I thought Andy would take me to college. And just like Steve, Andy didn't. He didn't take me to college, but I wasn't worried about Steve just yet. Convinced Andy would do what he did, I decided to stay. Besides, Japan has Nintendo headquarters there. And what's cooler than that? Fix your online site! So they shoved me into a styrofoam case, kind of had me T-pose there to assert dominance, which must have summoned my friends to save me, since T-posing is done to get more energy. But there were 2 Buzz Lightyears when my friend showed up to save me. I wasn't sure if Pete drugged me, or if there were actually 2. I always assume I'm drugged, so no consequences apply regardless, but still, it can be frightening. So I told them, okay, seriously, I'm the only one holding the pamp. What is this? No. Stop. Stop the singing, please. Stop it. Stop it. Ow! And the Buzzes lectured me, trying to make me feel guiled. Regardless, it didn't work. I'm too alpha for feelings. Like I said, Miyamoto and Sakurai are in Japan. I had to see them. How else am I going to be a fighter for Smash? Okay, that's not true. Truth is, I'm not in Smash because I chose to go back home. I mean, sure, there were inconveniences, like Santa Claus trying to murder me, and I tried escaping, but such is the life of the best guy ever. Did I tell you I won an Academy Award? So basically, after me and Buzz became friends, Pete punched him and threatened me that if I don't go to Japan, he'd cut me up. Again, I expect that from a weep. To him, going to Japan is like the dream, and I understand, but we had to do what we had to do. Yep, we sent him into a girl's backpack. The intent was for him to die by being tossed away by the little girl. But things don't always work out. We simply sent blue shells to his house, but that's another story. Now, as much as I'm not a simp, as I've said, don't you dare put me on the simp tier list. I will destroy your reputation. But I was worried about Jesse. Not because I cared. No. I figured if Andy had the whole set, or close to the whole set, he'd be less likely to toss us out. Screw you, Andy. College will never teach you the one thing that matters. How to have a heart. So again, I almost died for trying to save someone's life. I have good reasons though. Sure, I could die trying to jump off the plane with Jesse. But the alternative is a life alone with Jesse. Forever. So I took my chances and it worked. Al quickly learned that I was a pimp when my loyal subjects came to rescue me, as they should. Without me, they're worthless. To be honest, I don't know how they even got there. There were no Ubers back then. So the idea that a bunch of toys, a few inches tall, like around Mario's height, could get there is beyond me. As I got home, Andy played with me and my feelings, because I thought he'd be with me forever. But apparently school is more important to him. Not to me, it or not. Okay, seriously though, who is the one drawing the stupid lines? Draw me correctly. You're the only one drawing. Shut up. Shout out to the people viewing in the premiere, by the way. I see you. And welcome to all the new subscribers. What he didn't know, was that I was having an existential crisis. Wondering if he'd leave me or not.
This is why Woody doesn't do relationships.
I knew in my heart he'd leave.
And I told Buzz something as a test.
I told him it'd be fun while it lasts. Instead of reassuring me that he'd never leave, the idiot fell for my trap. I played Bowser's advocate, and he fell for it.
Moron. I knew Andy was worthless, but it isn't in there. Nope. Billions of dollars worth of no.
Andy grew up and didn't need toys no more. I guess it makes sense. What kind of grown-up plays with toys? What? So we almost got thrown away, and though in comparison to me, everyone is trash, despite the objective truth, morality is more important. Being the hero that I am, I saved them. I tried.
Doesn't matter though. We ended up at a different trash.
Trash called daycare. There was this bear. This really fat bear, and I'm not gonna lie, I knew something was wrong. Fat. I was pretty upset the whole time. My friends have no intuition, gotta be the main character for that, and they seemed to be just peachy. The real reason I wanted to stay at Andy's house wasn't discussed, but Andy's mom thick. And not living in his house means not looking at his mom. No, thank you. So in the pursuit of dumb and thickness, I tried to escape under the guise of altruistic intention. But instead, you won't believe this, I landed in a tree. Some weird kid picked me up and took me home. I was kidnapped. Adult napped? Toy napped? At Bonnie's home, that's her name, by the way. Her toys told me how evil the already suspicious bear was. I pretended to be shocked and told them that my friends were there, so I had to rescue them. Look, they may not be cute as I am, but they sure get me out of trouble. Who else am I going to blame when I do something wrong? So I talked to a phone. Yes, to a phone, not on a phone, about getting out of there. He warned me about a monkey. At first I thought he meant Jesse, but I was like, come on, man, Jess is ugly, but not monkey ugly.
But he meant literal monkey.
Like Steve. After we killed the monkey, sorry kids, I reunited with my friends. Buzz was speaking spinach or something, pero yo hablo un poco español. So I understood what he said when he kept babbling on about how Steve's nitty in Spanish. Anyway, he kissed me, and for the record, I did not enjoy it. The bear did say something that really hurt me. I want to talk about it like my therapist said to. He told me, you're a piece of plastic. You were made to be thrown away. I'm not too upset he said that. I'm more upset at the comeback I thought of while taking a shower. What I wanted to say was, the only thing that should have been thrown away is your dad's seed, which should have been discarded at the time of your creation. So we all got stuck in a dumpster. Yeah, I know it's not ideal. Buzz forgot his second language, just like I did. I really spoke it, I promise. Honestly, though, the dumpster's still cleaner than Steve's house.
I literally faced fire.
Something me and Mario have in common. 'Tis true.
I risked my life for a stupid bitch. The cake does not make up for it. The cake is a lie.
Similar to how I run from my responsibilities in my daily life, I ran from the fire at the end of the tunnel. But it didn't work, though, because a fat bear put us to incinerate for all eternity. Thankfully, 3 extraterrestrials saved us. Oh, even I sound like a liar when it comes out of my mouth. Why? Arriving home to Andy, I saw his mom say goodbye. Him all growing up. Shut up. I'm not crying. There's just a snake in my boot and a bug in my eye. Disgusting. Andy decided he was better than everyone and too good for toys. Isn't that right? So he gave us away like the replaceable trash that we are.
And it doesn't end there.
Now living with Bonnie was alright, till the day she took my sheriff badge. It isn't that she stripped me of my authority. My face is intimidating enough. She gave it to the most undeserving piece of... Hi, Woody. Ew, get off the screen. So on Bonnie's first day of kindergarten, I went with her, only to discover a baddie, Miss Wendy. The good thing about if we get married is that she doesn't have to change her initials. Ain't that right, Miss Woody? Well, at kindergarten, Bonnie created a living creature from her godlike hands, and thus I made a friend. A retarded friend, no doubt, so a few IQ points above Steve. In fact, he's pretty smart, and I asked him, what do you think of anime, and he said, trash. Now, I actually like Sporky.
He admits that he's beneath me, and keeps his distance.
He's not a threat to my self-esteem. Now, I gotta bring this up in case y'all wonder why Bonnie's dad may have mysteriously disappeared. But he did step on me. Subsequently, he stepped on my boundaries. So, I did send missiles to his house. Thanks, Buzz!
Woody, are you hacking into the Star Command shuttle?
After I launched the missiles, the satellite picked up what they considered a sheriff's badge.
Woody, please! Did you kill someone again?
I made up with some uglies. Some ugly girl who wanted my voice box. All in the search for Ho Peep. And I did end up finding her.
And woo boy.
She was thick. So thick, in fact, I abandoned my lifelong gang of friends to be with her. A night before I gave Jessie my sheriff's badge.
There you go, Jessie.
How do you like that now, idiot? Which wasn't worth it. Ho Peep, I mean. She found a stellar boy toy, literally, and cheated on me within 3 weeks. But I'm an alpha. I had to find somewhere to live. And there was no way I could find the old gang. First of all, I can't drive, and I'm like, what, a few inches tall? Even if I did walk, it would take me ages compared to grown humans who also take ages to walk. And then to wear. Bottom line, I lost my friends forever. I was sad for a while.
And then he came to my house and never, ever, ever left.
I mean, why would I? There's no a bandy to worry about nor hoes. Just me and my bro Mario.
Kicking it back, relaxing, all cool and all that. I'll be all outside school and a couple of guys thinking I'm another hood. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little from Mario, got scared. He said, "Get the hell out of my house, get out of there."
Living here is great. I got to meet up with all kinds of totally not annoying pieces of crap like Toad.
By the way, and Jesse and Buzz have since found me, but I think they're different than their clones. In a strange way. You know, like quantum physics. Well, it's like the same, but with toys. We have different signs. Shut up. In my daily life, I like to prank people, steal their money and their food. I also star in a very successful YouTube channel, and I'd like you to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video.
Thanks for watching. And now, I'm gonna uncomfortably whisper a song to you. This song goes out to a special fan. I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you can tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong situation, and anytime you wanted to stop, I know I can treat you better than Steve can. And any copyright that exists deserves a ban. Tell me, why are we wasting time on all your wasted crime when you should be with Steve instead? I know I can treat you better than Steve can. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry if I traumatized half the audience. Bye.